Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a few days since I put out original content. Just busy stuff over the weekend, and work has just been unreal recently. But I wanted to jump on this thread, which is a few days late, but it kind of fits right into the themes of my channel, and that is the singer-songwriter thread that was put forth by Chris Prophy at Chris Prophy Musically Obsessed. I'm going to have his original video below, so please check it out. He just didn't really have any parameters on this. He just said, show some of your favorite singer-songwriters. He kind of made a definition of where he was going with his picks. He picked some good ones, John Denver, people like that. And I mean, those that know my channel, those that have been subscribed for a long time know this is right in my wheelhouse. So like a lot of artists I show all the time. So like obviously, John Prine, Van Morrison, Tom Waits, even Tom Petty, Michael Nesmith, people like that, I show quite a bit. So I decided not to go that route. And I'm going to show 5 records that I rarely show. I don't, maybe other than some recent finds, I don't think I've talked about a couple of them. But in no particular order, I'm going to jump right in with this big guy right here. This is Jackson Browne, Running on Empty. Obviously, Jackson Browne out of the kind of the Laurel Canyon scene in the early to mid 70s. I mean, he's still active today, but his biggest, his prime was, 74-ish, 73 up until about 1978 or 9. This is from 1977. This is, again, Running on Empty. It's a semi-concept record about life on the road. It was recorded in a lot of hotel rooms, backstage, on tour buses. But they're all, new songs. It wasn't, like live recordings, even though there were live recordings, but they were of new songs. So, I mean, big hits on here. Running on Empty is on here. You Love the Thunder. Shaky Town, which is a Danny Kortchmar song, excuse me. Then he does, the Loadout into Stay, which was a big hit for him about, the roadies. But he has also got some deeper cuts on here, like Rosie, which is a great song about a roadie. The old traditional song Cocaine, Shaky Town. Like I said, Love Needs a Heart, which is a really great song by Lowell George from Little Feat. You have David Lindley on here. You have Russ Kunkel, Leland Sklar, kind of the typical cast and crew. But this is my favorite Jackson Browne album. I think it's just a wonderful record. The Loadout and Stay, what a way to close out a record. So my first singer-songwriter is going to be Jackson Browne. Again, these are in no particular order. So next, I'm going to go with this guy, John Mellencamp. A lot of people call him John Cougar Mellencamp. I don't. I know he was called that for a few records, but Mellencamp himself has stated his disdain for that name that was put on by the record company to make him sound young and kind of like a rebel. It wasn't him at all. He was always kind of a, anti-establishment kind of guy. But this is a record that came out about 10 years ago, I'd say now. Let's see. Yeah, 2014, 10 years ago. That's crazy. This is a favorite of my mom, who's a big Mellencamp fan, so I'm going to dedicate this one to her. This is called Plain Spoken. It's really just a, it's acoustic. It's, it's not, Jack and Diane, John Mellencamp, but it's Mellencamp with some age on him, so his voice is a little bit grittier, but great songs on here like Troubled Man, Sometimes There's God, The Company of Cowards, Freedom of Speech, Blue Charlotte, The Courtesy of Kings, Lawless Times, which Lawless Times has kind of become a new standard for John Mellencamp. It fits right in with a lot of his catalog. But if you like stuff like The Scarecrow, that kind of era, check out Plain Spoken. And really any album that's come since this record has been fantastic. I know there are a lot of people out there that don't talk about Mellencamp or just think of him as an 80s, hit machine, but he's a lot more than Pink Houses. And I'd recommend this album, Plain Spoken by John Mellencamp. That is number 2. I'm going to show 3 more. Here's a name you don't really associate with singer-songwriters, but he fits both bills and is very underappreciated for just his songwriting. And that would be this gentleman right here, Mr. Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees. This is my favorite Bee Gees record, Cucumber Castle. I've shown this one a few times. This is the only album to not have Robin, who had left the band to do a solo record and then came back for the following record. This was also a TV special called Cucumber Castle, so it's just Barry and Morris. But some really great songs on here. It's kind of got some, it's kind of folky, but it's also got some beautiful ballads on here with like some orchestration. Bury Me Down by the River is a beautiful track. Don't Forget to Remember, a beautiful Barry vocal. Io Io has kind of a co-lead with Morris. The Lord is great. Then You Left Me, another beautiful song. Just, it's really got a lot of great, beautiful, you know, ballads on here. Just kind of some heartbreaking stuff. Again, kind of some folkier tunes, kind of like some of those those early mid-year Bee Gees, you know, like this, Trafalgar, Odessa, kind of in that same vein. So if you like those records, check out Cucumber Castle. And Barry Gibb, I mean, so many hits, just unbelievable how many hits he knocked out. Next, we're going to go with this guy right here, Mr. Jim Croce. This is the 50th anniversary of You Don't Mess Around with Jim. This has the beautiful song Time in a Bottle on it. Just, you know, beautiful, beautiful guitar picking on that song. And, you know, one of those songs about, you know, life and leaving it, you know, kind of in the foreground, I mean, in the rear view, thinking, you know, like, you know, if I could save time in a bottle, it's heartbreaking. New York's Not My Home is another great tune on here. Photographs and Memories is awesome. Operator, possibly my favorite. Rapid Roy, The Stock Car Boy. Box Number 10, just a fantastic record. Any of those three main Jim Croce records, and I'm not counting the first couple that he did before he became really a success. But check this out. It's on BMG Records. They've put out the 50th anniversary of those three records on this one's on gold vinyl. So check it out. I might actually spin this tonight. It's just a really, really good record. And lastly, this is a guy I talked about a little bit. I'm going to go with Nick Lowe. This is his album and his cowboy outfit. Let me get this out. Oh, well, no, because the sticker's on there. But here we go. This is the back. There's Nick trying to be, you know, cowboy. Paul Carrick, who was with Squeeze and Mike and the Mechanics. This is the first of the two his cowboy outfit records. Even though these guys had played on what was it, Nick the Knife, that record. I think that they were essentially the same guys, just they weren't called his cowboy outfit. But you have this great tune, Half a Boy and Half a Man. Love Like a Glove, I love. The G and the Rick and the 3-Card Trick. Hey Big Mouth, Stand Up and Say That. God's Gift to Women, which is a great song about somebody with an ego. Live Fast, Love Hard, Die Young. Great stuff. You have, I mean, Elvis Costello's hands are on this record. So, I mean, all those guys were on that same time. And, you know, Nick Lowe, Costello, Squeeze. We're all just putting out really, really great pop tunes. And Nick Lowe, I mean, obviously he wrote, you know, What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. You know, Cruel to Be Kind with a Rock Pile. So this is a fantastic record. Nick Lowe in his cowboy outfit came with a 45. So there you go, Chris. There's some singer-songwriters I don't talk about enough. Everybody jump on this thread. Let Chris know that you've done it. Subscribe. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I appreciate it. In the meantime, y'all be good. Take care. And we'll talk to you real soon. Bye now.